A man with a particular set of skills is coming to Monday nights on NBC. Taken as a modern-day prequel to the film franchise, stars Clive Standen and Jennifer Beals. And Clive is nice enough to join us this morning to talk about the series. Are you tired of hearing that particular set of skills line and having everybody ask you about Liam Neeson yet?
No, not yet. It's a new job to me. I've been on Vikings for 5 years, and it's quite exciting to launch another show. And I'm just kind of quite proud to talk about it. And I've worked my socks off this year on it to make it the best kick-ass show it can be. So I can't wait for people to see it now.
Now, it is going to be that. There's a lot of action, and you're known for action in your career, but I know that it's also important for you to bring some humanity to this character that people think they know so well.
Yes, definitely. I think that's what drew me to the part. I think Brian Mills is an everyman. He's one of those characters that hasn't got the fancy, sophisticated answer to everything. He's kind of quite shy and modest and kind, and I think that's important to remember. This is not a big explosions and car chase, lots of noise, signifying nothing. This is a story about a man who hasn't yet got that particular set of skills, but he has something you can't teach a soldier. It's innate in him, and he's the full momentum and the desire to protect people.
In another interview I was reading that you have given, you said it doesn't have to be larger than life because life is large enough. That's kind of where you're coming at it for this role, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this is a very different show than especially a lot of the action shows that are out there on TV, because I don't think actors should be afraid of looking messed up when they wake up in the morning, having kind of eye bogies and messier hair. And when people get punched, they do bruise in life, and when they get shot, they bleed, and when they get hit by cars, they limp. And Brian Mills is that character that I think you've got to feel his blood, sweat, and tears. You've got to be in there with him and will him to get back up again, because his moral compass is correct and he's trying to do the right thing. And you can care for a character if you feel their weaknesses. I'm not interested in playing someone who slides through broken glass and gets up like they're in a L'Oreal advert or something like that.
Well, you've been bruised and been limping around yourself because you do a lot of your own stunts. Do you get to do your own stunts in this one too?
I do, yeah. Not all the car chases. I mean, there's definitely stunt guys out there that can do that far better than me, and I don't want to be responsible for running anybody over. But all the fighting, all of the jumping and parkour, and pretty much everything but the car stuff is all me. I think you're seeing a little bit of the B-roll.
Yeah, that looks pretty great. And there's a lot of choices out there nowadays on television all over the place. What do you think is going to pull people to Taken? Why do you want them to give this a chance and see what it's all about?
I think it's, like I said, I think it's very different than anything that's out there right now. This is driven by character and story. It's written by Alex Carey, who's responsible for writing many of the episodes of Homeland, and it's set in a real world situation. This is a real guy. He's not superhuman. He's not running up walls and doing backflips, and it has a real heart in this, just as the films did. And if I was to say 3 words, it's relentless, it's powerful, and it has heart.
Did you know when you were, I think you were born in Northern Ireland, which is on an army base, and did you know when you were a little kid you wanted to do this kind of work?
No, I didn't know. One of my first jobs when I was a kid, I was about 14 years old. I grew up near Sherwood Forest, where Robin Hood's come from, and I joined a stunt troupe then, way before I was into acting. And I was horse riding and jousting and abseiling out of trees and generally being a bit of a lunatic. And I didn't know it was going to come full circle. I'd be able to use some of those skills in my acting.
You never know how being a lunatic might help you in life. I think that's the lesson we're learning, right?
I think everyone's got a little inner lunatic inside them. It's just when you unleash it.
Well, we're going to watch you unleash it on Monday nights here on 41 Action News. We sure appreciate you taking time to talk to us, and good luck with the series. It is called Taken. It premieres tonight at 9 o'clock, 41 Action News Station. Thank you, sir.